Hello and welcome. I'm hoping that I have audio here. Aha, I do. Okay. And it is quite loud. Let me turn that down a bit. Just a bit. Up. Okay. So, be prepared for absolutely terrible a live stream because of my internet. Um, hope I sound all right. Okay, so as you saw by the title, so we're going to be unboxing the Sceptre, whatever it is, ET something rather. It's also worth mentioning that none of this is actually mine. Somebody else got this. I'm just testing it out for them because I'm supposed to be hooking it up for them. But here's the monitor. We'll get to that a little later. And you also saw ATEM Mini, which, if I can hold it up, you can kind of see it. This guy right here. Don't want to unplug it, otherwise you guys won't be able to see it. Sorry if my audio isn't in sync with my mouth either. There's not a whole lot I can do about that at this point. I didn't have a whole lot of time to set up this. Anywho, as you can see, let me see which side it was. I think it's, no, be on this side. As you can see right there, I have, excuse me, I have some Christmas lights. And yeah, so first of all, I would like to go over some status, the status of the channel. Like I said, I'm really sorry about my internet. I have 1 megabit per second upload, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I've disconnected every other device in the house. Oh, also the laptop. I forgot to mention that the laptop is what I'm currently streaming on. So I was actually trying to set up my phone as a second camera because my main camera is the only one I have. But that didn't end up working out too well. So with the reason why it's a church getting the ATEM Mini is because it has multiple inputs, and so you can change in between them. Otherwise, they actually had an Elgato HD60S. So I actually haven't even been able to have time to fire up the software yet. By the way, I'm really sorry if the audio isn't in sync or if it's like totally boggled. I'm gonna turn the gain down just a bit. Okay, well hopefully that's good. All right. Oh yeah, channel status. Okay, so starting out, I haven't released a video in a while. That is going to change here pretty soon. I am working extremely hard on getting a review out about the Samsung Tab A7, a 10.4 inch, and I also have another review that is kind of funny. A company called Bonaok or Bonaok. It's Bonaok. Bonaok is what I'm gonna say. Anyway, they made a karaoke microphone. Well, I don't have any experience with brand deals, so I decided to just go ahead and accept the offer. I'm going to do an honest review on it. I think it would make a great, honestly, I think it would make a great Christmas present for one of your kids or something. But anyway, so that's the status of that. I'm going to just go ahead and see real quick. For some reason, when I touch the laptop, it decides to not disconnect from the internet, but anyway. Okay, well, it says we have no data, so sorry about that. There's not a whole lot I can do. I'm not touching the... it goes from no data to excellent. Okay, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Other than that, like I said in that one video about the 100 subscriber thing, man, we're back to no data again. Please stop. Just work. Okay, well, hopefully it's buffering for you guys. Anyway, yeah, sorry about my internet. So, yeah. I mean, I was astonished at 100. Nearly 400 now. Can you believe that? I have, like 7 videos out? I mean, I work really hard. It takes me about a week, 2 weeks per video. If I work straight on them and I don't have anything else going on, which school is kind of the issue right now. But, I mean, that's amazing. What is that? I have nearly 40,000 channel views. And there's only one thing I can say, and that is thank you to you guys, because yeah, I mean, you guys are the ones who made it possible. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed and who's watching this. Okay, so starting off now with the Sceptre ET, whatever it is. What I have to look at the title to be able to see what it is. My goodness. E248W-F something or other. I can't see the entire title. But oops. Stupid internet. Okay. Well, I'm recording this, so I might re-upload it. I have to get the box out here first. Yeah, I'll do that first. So, Sceptre, I don't know if you guys know much about him. Let me put that right here for now. And we'll open it here in just a moment. Sceptre, I don't know if you guys know much about him, but they actually make, so they get panels from panel manufacturers, man, it's hard to say, like LG, Samsung, and the ones that are rejects. So how Samsung and LG processes the rejects is they make a batch of panels, they test like so many out of them, and if those all fail or however many fail or have issues, then they throw away the entire batch. Or I shouldn't say throw away, they sell the entire batch to different display manufacturers like Sceptre. And so you can get, normally Sceptre, they do a really good job typically of sorting out the bad ones, but sometimes you do get a bad one, so we'll just have to see with this guy. I'm also going to have to figure out where to plug it in because, yeah, that could be an issue. Well, anyway, I've got my trusty knife right here. It's a Gerber Paralite. By the way, you feel free to comment if there is an issue, and I will try to fix it. I have to move that a bit. Oh, well, this is going to be hard. I might have to do this in my lap. Okay, gotta get my knife. Gotta get my knife. Now we're going to open this guy up. Well, not cutting myself, because I'm kind of cutting towards myself. It's hard to show what I'm doing. I'm doing it with a knife. Like I said, I was trying to set up a second camera, or my phone as a second camera, and it didn't go so well. Droid Cam is having some issues. I'm not quite sure why. If I spent more time on it, I'm sure I could figure it out. It might be the cable I'm using now that I think about it. It should work though. I actually hooked it up to the ATEM Mini because that's what I was going to use, but then I thought, oh no, I need another one for the phone, and so went and got a different one for that and used that. So, and that was streaming fine, so I don't know what the issue is. Okay, so, yes. Okay, so at the top you get a, what is this? Is this the part of the stand? I believe the answer to that would be yes. I don't think that's part of the stand. Why did my flash drive just popped up? Uh-oh, I'm pressing buttons. Okay. Okay, so we got the stand. It's not easy doing this in my lap. I've built, I had a little brain work. We have used this monitor in one other build, in another build that I did for somebody, or helped somebody else build for somebody, I should say. Both did it. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Oh, I'm gonna have to back up a bit, I think, as I hit my desk. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, let's try this. And let's hope it doesn't fall into two pieces, because that's what it's one. Whoa, that. Things are falling. This is Tech2BDiscovered drop tips with Ben. Okay, so, let me explain what just fell all over me. Okay, starting with what first fell on the floor. That is your. Okay, so I guess they call it the Sceptre E24. So you get that, and then if you can see that, there's actually a screwdriver in there as well. And that is because there is assembly required on the stand itself. This is like a $100 monitor, so perfect secondary monitor or something like that. This is an HDMI cable. Really nice they include that. You got your power adapter. You got your stand. And this goes on top of that stand. We're going to put this over here for now. And we're going to, so as you can see, this is just in here. So they've got like that grid pattern on it. On the other side, they have this design, which is where like the stand and all that fits. So let's go ahead and take out the display. So they have it wrapped like this. Now this is actually a very bezel-less monitor. Let's see here if I can actually get it all in frame. It actually seems to be wrapped in like a plastic thing. So we'll take that off and we will assemble it. Actually, let's first put this down over here. And get this down back over here. And close the knife while not cutting myself. Okay. Now, let's see here. Okay, so we have a stand. I need to take the monitor out of its bag here first. So, in the bag, we will find the monitor, and I believe the monitor only. Haha, they also have a protective thing, which we'll leave on there until we're done. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a, let me see here. There's like a pull tabs on there. If I bring it back here, you can probably see it a bit better. Anyway, I meant to, like I said, I tried to hook up a second camera to show you guys this kind of stuff, but it didn't end up working. So like I said, we're going to take that plastic off later. So they include a screwdriver, and that included screwdriver is needed. It's a really cool looking screwdriver. Oh yeah, and they also give you screws. So this is a 75 hertz IPS panel. So it should, I believe it's from Samsung. I don't quote me on that, but I believe that it's from Samsung. Okay, so next thing is putting together the stand. Okay, so if we see here, if I can show this to you guys, if I go something. Not sure if you can really see it. Oh, there we go. If you go, it basically just twists on. It's hard to, okay, there we go. Anyway, I see it. Yeah, anyway, it just twists on, and then the part that you need to screw on is on the back of the monitor. So you guys aren't going to be able to see me, but you'll be able to see the back of the monitor, which is what matters. Oh yeah, here's that awesome. You can see that. There's that awesome screwdriver. It says Sceptre on it anyway, and their nice logo. Sorry about the internet. It seems to be having issues again. I mean, it was having issues anyway, but let's see here. Okay. So I think what we need to do now is, now you can see a good look at the back of the monitor. You have several different inputs. It's not very stylish on the back of the monitor. I wish they did that a little bit better, but it's okay. It's okay enough. How are we gonna do this? I'm gonna turn this guy around and look real quick. Okay, and it looks like you can get a VESA mount adapter, because it doesn't look like it has a VESA mount on it. It has decent buttons, and you have an audio in and an audio out, so I'm assuming that can actually extract it from the HDMI, and that's really, That's really, really nice if you need to like plug in your computer and use the HDMI audio from that or something, or a DVD player. Then you can actually split it off to like some computer speakers, which I'm also doing a doing a review on. It's kind of put aside for right now because I have some more important stuff coming up. But anyway, yeah, there are more videos coming. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Like I said, yeah, there's school involved, so and other things that it just gone against me getting videos out there. Okay, so I think what we do is this snaps on, and then you put screws in to secure it. Let's see here. Oh, I know. This has a quick release on it. Okay, if I take this over here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got a, it's got like a, like just a plastic thing that goes over top of the other thing. Anyway, okay, we're gonna put that back on the tripod. Okay. So let's go ahead and stand up the monitor, and let's put that on. Excuse me. I have to use my nose. Ow. And there's also something called instructions that, so please don't. Oh, I just realized something. The base is getting in the way. Okay, so do the base last. Pro tip, do the base last. So I'm going to remove this from that. How does that come out? Oh, apparently you have to push on that. Oh, I don't want to break this. Open. Maybe I have to really push on that. I think there's like a little button on the bottom or something. I thought. Oh, great. Well, this is not wanting to come off, and it even shows which way to turn it. I can get it. Man, that is really on there. There's no buttons or anything. Okay, well, we're going to have to find out a different way to do this. I'm going to bring this towards the edge of my table here, and I'm going to have to move the microphone and screws. We're going to take this to the edge of the table, and there we go. If I had another person here, that would have been a lot easier. Oh, what we're now going to do is take our screws, and we're going to, so there's screws and, oops, there's grommets. Put one of these together. Oh, okay, so they have a little, a little rubber thing to cover up the holes. Probably can't see it, but, sorry. It's part of the whole black background thing. Oh, I'm putting my hand in front of it. Okay, you can kind of see it's like a little black grommet thing. And we're gonna take the tip off of the screwdriver. And we're going to screw that right on in there so it'll stay in. The screwdriver really is nice, man. Really nice screwdriver. And I guess if you're gonna have a stand that needs screws, might as well include one. Okay, we're gonna put this little rubber grommet. It's connected by like a little piece of rubber, and they even have a cutout for that on the monitor, so it all blends in nicely. Okay, that looks pretty nice, except for the except for the really bold colors here on the back that show the different ports. I mean, I suppose to be fair, that's normally behind a desk or like a little ledge on the desk, like in a workspace. But that does, and I suppose it looks nice from the top if like it's like this or something. But anyway, okay. So next, the most important part of this entire thing. Wait for it. Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it in the camera very well. Ugh. Oh man, it's kind of stuck. Okay, let's try the other one. They don't have a very good peel on these things. It's just like a piece of plastic that kind of falls off. Ugh, man, this one's really stuck on the side. And it's hitting the microphone. Anyway, plastic. Let's put that over here in the other pile of junk. Monitor. Let me think of how I'm gonna do this here. I have an HD60S, Elgato HD60S capture card right over to my right. And I'm not sure. One other thing I just noticed. Look at this. Look at that. They have an HDMI sticker that not only they placed it so it goes over the bezel. So obviously that's not supposed to stay there, so we're gonna take that off. It's kind of hard for me to hold this up so where you guys can see. HDMI, bye bye. I wonder if that's something required by the HDMI Foundation. Anyway, we'll put that right here on the back, right below the HDMI port. So I'll show you here. That'll look better. HDMI, right. Go to this way. Right down there now. Okay. And they also have a 75 hertz one that I will just leave on there for now because it doesn't go over the bezel. Okay, next thing is HDMI. That's an HDMI. Oh yeah, that's HDMI. Okay, awesome. HDMI and a power brick. The power brick is just a standard. What's the output? 12 volt, 2.5 amp. So it's not a 12 volt, 1 amp, I believe is normal. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's actually pretty standard. So I'm trying to figure out where to look. It's a very low power monitor, which is nice. I wonder why it doesn't have a whatever star rating. Probably because they didn't want to spend extra money on it. Uh-oh. Internet, please work. Work for me. Okay, we're going to undo this bundle of cable, aka bundle of the joy. So one thing that you were going to want to look for is any sort of dead pixels. You know what? I'm going to be plugging this into the laptop, so I'll just do a display capture so you can see what I'm looking at. And I'll show you if there's any issues. Where do I have a plug? I have one right back here. Feel free. Okay. Come on. Okay, well this cable is going to be at a bit of a stretch. It's not... Uh-oh. Okay, this flash drive keeps popping up. I'm going to eject it. Okay, ejected. There we go. And... okay, well, we're going to have it over to my right, which is okay. I will just... yeah, I guess I'll have to scooch over that way. Move the ATEM Mini by BlackMagic Design. Bring this guy right here. And plug her in once I find the cable. Where'd the cable go? Ah, found it. So it's just a barrel style connector like you'd find on pretty much any device that doesn't use like a charging cable like Type-C or something like that. A lot of different monitors these days use those type of connectors. I wish they used the I wish more used universal. Oh yeah, so the power button is over here. We should get yes, we got the Sceptre logo. Sorry, you guys can't really see that. Next, we're going to plug in our HDMI cable. Where did oh, it's right there. Excuse me. Whew, internet seems to be working okay now. That's weird. It's going back and forth. Okay, HDMI cable now unraveled. They have those nice little ends on it too. And they didn't bother to gold coat it, which does absolutely nothing to the cable except for looks. And they also put a nice thick sleeve on it, which I always like because it helps protect the cable more. And it also helps shield it from any sort of interference. So we're going. That's weird. Their HDMI 1 is on the right, and it goes to 1 on the back of this monitor. That's kind of weird. Is HDMI over? Oh, HDMI is over there. Well, I have a bit of a cable mess on them. Okay. Let's hope this computer doesn't completely freak out. I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, what does it think of it? Okay, I hope that's not... I don't think that's showing any sensitive information. Good. I suppose I should have checked that first. So it's right now just mirroring the screen. I need to go down here and make it so it just extends the display instead of doing that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... So I don't know if you guys saw that countdown, but we're going to put oops, come on, go where I want you to. We're going to put that on there on this guy, and we're going to create a new. I have it in studio mode, so we're going to create a new scene, and we're just going to go screen to. It's kind of a long reach. I'm going to move the laptop a bit. And we're going to go OK. And come on, brain work. We need to go to a screen capture. Where? Display capture. And we're going to go screen 2. Because it's easier to type in than display. What? Oh, okay, fine. Screen 2.0. It wouldn't let me. Okay, there we go. And we want the other... Wait, what? Go to the other one. Cancel. Come on, what do you mean it won't work? What do you mean? Come on. Oh, where is there it is, properties. Sorry, I'm trying to get this figured out. I might just not be able to do it either. Okay, well, let's try. Remove. Yes, if you are just joined, I am trying to capture this display. Display capture is not wanting to work. It's not showing up. Okay, that is not what I want. Okay, come on, just work. I'm gonna do window capture just so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Window capture 1. And we're going to do... Why is that not even showing up? Is it because I have a full screen video playing? Good reason why. Okay, please minimize. So this is a 1080p display at yes, discard please. Come on. Okay. Come on, remove. Okay, I'm about to give up on this here. I'm gonna try display capture one more time. See if it decides to work. It might be because I didn't have it, the thing plugged in before I started OBS, the monitor and the second screen. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me just try one more time with the other thing, the window capture. Fine, whatever. Okay, that works. That does not. Okay. Yep, I officially give up. Alright, discard, yes. Sorry, I am really trying to do this. I'm tired. Let's look. I'm going to look at the monitor and make sure that everything is working. I might actually just open up a new window in Firefox. And, like, go to a white screen or something. Let's move this guy up. Go. Move. It's not so hard to move. Okay, and we're going to search for W-H-I-T-E. Swite. That's not what I wanted. Please. Ugh, I'm having a hard time typing things. Okay, images. Swite. Search on Google. Thank you. That's white. I don't know why DuckDuckGo couldn't understand that. We're going to open this in a new window and zoom all the way in and press F11. Then we will be... Okay, control... Oh, where's plus? There it is. All the way big. And we need to go left, F11. F11. Okay, why is F11 not scroll? Okay. It's okay, it's okay. I'm gonna save the image and open it up there. Why is that such an issue? My goodness. Finally. Okay, so I am looking for any sort of dead pixels. Or any sort of imperfections in the screen. I found one already, but it's not a huge deal. And this is on a white screen. It's not necessarily dead. It's just on a, it's just like darker than the other ones. It's like 1 pixel. Okay, actually take it back. It's 2 pixels. That is it. Do I see anything else? I see a few others. I see one other spot besides that, but that one's even less visible. Otherwise, I think the rest is just dust on here. Yeah, but like from back here, I don't see any sort of issue. Seems to be perfectly fine. So, that's good news. What time is it here? It is, no internet. It is 8:04. Okay, well, next would be the ATEM stuff. If you are interested, please stick around. Sorry, I know this isn't... Editing does a lot for me, but... I mean, I like to think I know how to use a camera. So as far as on-screen menu stuff goes, oops. So so this is what I was looking at. I was just looking at a white screen. There is a border on the white image that I looked up, but it doesn't really matter that much. So let's see here. If I go to menu, wow, that is a very big menu, although it looks pretty nice. So we have quick start, picture, color, and system. Let's start with quick start. So, okay, wow, they actually seem to have a pretty decent amount of settings. So up at the top, we have backlight. What am I doing here? Okay, so we have quick start. So up at the top, they give you a list of backlight, brightness, and contrast. So then they have presets, standard. I just went through them. User, so that's where you can adjust all that stuff yourself, which is really nice. Um, movie, which I would never use. I would only use user and standard, really. Eco. I mean, why would you ever? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why you'd ever want to use an eco monitor on a monitor that sucks this the le- I mean, this barely sucks any power. If you want to, oops, that just went away. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense anyway, is what I'm saying. And then we have FPS, which I'm assuming lightly overclocks the pixels, like maybe 80 hertz. I have no idea. Maybe that just makes stuff more vibrant and more contrasty for in games. RTS, that must be for older consoles and stuff. I am not quite sure. And then you have standard, which is what I'm going to keep it on right now. So once again, the menu button is select. This is much better menu than on the AOC 27G2. That's what we have downstairs, and you can go watch that review on that I did if you haven't already. So then we have aspect, which is what I would expect. So you can adjust your aspect ratio on your monitor. Which actually, now that I think about it, that's actually a really nice feature if you have like a DVD player or VHS player that does not support the resolution, which is very possible. I've had monitors like that, or DVD players like that just for some reason will not support it. You have source, which is pretty obvious. Volume. So, oh yeah, these also have built-in speakers that I would never use because they probably sound absolutely terrible, but it is an added bonus, and I understand why. You have the blue light shift, which is nice for at night, except for that turns it more green. Really? Okay, no, I was looking at it from an angle. Okay. And then you have adaptive sync. That's another big selling point. This has adaptive sync for a $100 monitor. That's amazing. Okay, and then we have the bottom button, which apparently is back. We also have picture. Oops, go. That is preset standard DCR. Oh yeah, there's also a description on here. Adjust the contrast of your display automatically. Aspect ratio full, sharpness 50. And then for if you have a VGA cable, you can adjust your auto color, H position, V position, clock, and phase. By the way, I'm really sorry about the internet. It just goes kaput sometimes. Then we have color, and that is temperature normal. You have your gamma, tint, saturation, and blue shift. My guess is there's also a user setting because you can see there's also red, blue, and advanced settings that I'm assuming are on. Actually, why don't we try that right now? I accidentally got out of it though. Maybe can you guys see that any better? Is there? Oh, I have school books here that I can put it upon. Put the monitor upon. Ugh, come on. Oh yeah, that should be a bit better. Although the menu just went away. Okay, well that looks like it's the best thing. So we have color. Let's see here. Normal, cool, and user. Yes. So let's get out of that. Let's see what advanced settings is. Ah, you have. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So up above that, they have just red, green, and blue. But now they have red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, and yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and just set that back up to. What button am I pushing? Okay, well it worked. Whatever I did. Go back. Oh my goodness. What buttons am I pushing? I think I'm having issues. Go up. Get out of here. Oh, maybe I have to press the bottom button. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to change that back to normal. And let's go back. And let's go to system. Oh, go back. Down. There it is. It's hard to do this from the side. So you have Overdrive, which is making it so you basically, it looks like a faster refresh rate. Adaptive sync, sleep mode, which turns off the monitor if there has been no signal for a period of time. Okay, which is nice. Language, English, what I would hope the default would be, because most of the world knows it. It's basically the world's default nowadays. Oh, we don't have any internet. Okay, well, I'll just continue on. And, oh, it's back up perfectly. Now it's no data. Excellent. That's just weird. Okay, so Overdrive. Anyway, we already went over that. Sleep mode, language, OSD H position 100, OSD timer 15, OSD transparency 0. So that's the on-screen display. Basically that's just this menu. Then you have volume, mute, and reset. Yeah, so I think that is it for the monitor. Yeah, that's it. And so currently I'm running at 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz. I haven't if I went and display things, I could do 75, but you guys aren't gonna be able to see that on camera anyway. And the power button feels really nice, which is a really important part because that's what you're gonna be pushing. And by me pushing that, it disconnected from the computer. So let's disconnect the HDMI cable and the power cable, and I will deal with that later. I'm going to put this on top of the styrofoam over here. Just plastic. Oh, boy. Okay. And let's close this guy out. And that guy out. And I'm going to turn it off of studio mode, then I can see myself bigger. Okay. Move these guys out of the way. Oh, I'm going to have a big mess to pick up after this. I suppose that's all part of the production, though. Let's scooch forwards a bit. I've probably been out of the focus for most of it. Okay. Do I still have garbage all? Oh, yeah, I do. That's okay. Okay, so... Oh, by the way, I'm not very talkative right now. I mean, I'm trying to be, but not as much as I would like to be. I'm very tired. I went Christmas tree hunting with my family here, so, and it didn't quite go the way expected. I'll leave it at that. Didn't get one anyway. Went and bought a tree. Somebody got hurt. So, let's see here. So this is the ATEM Mini. Yeah, so that it comes in a really nice box. I don't want to give away the serial number. So let me go through this real quick and make sure everything I'm showing you doesn't give any of that away, because I wouldn't want anybody getting that. It is irresponsible. Okay, well, I think I'll just take out... Okay, alright, so in here we have some different power connectors. Now, I'm using, so it has the power brick with it. It plugged in because that's what I'm using, see? Anyway, oh yeah, I can also do this. Pretty cool anyway. Anyway, that would be switching in between. I have 4 different inputs, which is really nice. Anyway, you have the different power adapters. Now, I want you to comment which one of these power adapters is which, because, I mean, I could obviously Google it or DuckDuckGo it, and figure it out. Now, I know that they use this one in Australia, because I've watched people bend these American plugs to fit their plugs in Australia. And I know that in some places in the UK, I thought they use this, but don't they use this in other places too? This plug. Anyway, the nice thing... Oh, yeah, and then there's also this one, which I know they also use in Europe somewhere. I don't know, maybe that's more like Scandinavia and stuff. Anyway, it's really nice that they include all that, because then they don't have to worry about different power connectors. And if you are live streaming in different places, that's just like a dream, that you can just have all these different adapters and then plug it in and you don't have to worry about adapting it, which is awesome, even though BlackMagic is an American company. So I know that the people in other countries will be really happy about that too. How in the world do you get this back in there? that one goes there, and this one goes here, I'm assuming. Go in there. Okay, there we go, and then this one goes over here, somewhere. Brain work, you get this, okay. Anyway, we got it all to fit back in there, as you can see. They're very nicely packaged. So, taking that out and putting this on the pile of styrofoam and monitor, you get a BlackMagic design sticker. I will be keeping that. And oh, brain worko. Sorry, I was checking this something on the stream. Okay. And you also get. I want to make sure that it's not. Okay, and then you also have the software installer. That just basically says not including SD cards anymore, which is kind of sad. Basically, you download it online, which is to save the environment. Yeah. Yep. Yes. That I believe with all of my heart for sure. And you get a voucher for DaVinci Resolve 16. What I use. It's an amazing piece of software. And make sure. I'm pretty sure this is just welcome. Yeah, okay, and then you get a nice welcome card, basically telling you where to go. You have to go to BlackMagic Design /welcome. And then you have to select your product, and that's how you download the ATEM software. It's actually very not smart. I mean, it's smart. I know they're trying to hide their software, so not everybody can download it easily, like DaVinci Resolve, but that's not how you should have it. You need to have it where it's just like a link, like for instance, maybe DaVinci Resolve /ATEM Mini. Well, or even just having it accessible under downloads. I mean, I know they have a lot of different software, but have it accessible under downloads. Okay, and wow, let's really not show that. Definitely don't want to show the bottom. Okay, well, I think that was it, if I remember right. I think that's all I was wanting to do. And we've been live streaming for a total of 1 hour and 18 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not going to do any sort of tell you about the ATEM Mini because that's just I quite honestly this is the first time I've used it, so yeah. Well, yeah, I think that is it. So anyway, thank you for all the people who have watched. Now you get a little bit of a taste of what I'm more like in real life. When I'm tired anyway, which is basically always. And yeah, I guess so. Thanks for watching. Oh my goodness, I can't remember my outro. See, that's how tired I am. I've been up for a while since very early in the morning.